Hey everyone, this is Tom Russell from Hollandspiel with Claus from Hollandspiel, and you are watching No Enemies Here, the Wargaming News.
High-flying dice games. The Whole Sad Story, The Battle for West Timor, 1942. This is a game designed by Paul Rohrbaugh. Graphics are by Ilya Kudryashov. And what we get with this game is one 11 by 17 inch map, 91 single-sided unmounted counters and markers, and one 8-page rulebook. Hollandspiel. The Lost Provinces, the Thai Blitzkrieg in French Indochina, January 10th to the 28th, 1941. A game designed by John Gorkowski, and the art is by Jose R. Faura. The game duration is about 90 to 120 minutes. It's a two-player game. Solitaire suitability is very high. What we get with this game is one 22 by 17 inch map, 88 5/8 of an inch counters, one player display sheet, one 8-page rulebook, and two 6-sided dice. The Player's Aid is doing an unboxing of Cataclysm, a Second World War, a game designed by William Terdoslavich and Scott Muldoon, published by GMT. They're also taking a look at The Battle of Wakefield, Yorkshire, England, the 30th of December, 1460. This is a game designed by Richard Berg and Ralph Shelton, published by Roger B. McGowan Studios, RBM Studios. And this is a complete game from C3I Magazine, number 31. Rob Orrin of Rob's Tabletop World, a strong man of war games, is checking out in his War and Pieces segment, No Retreat, the Russian Front, a game designed by Karl Paradzi, published by GMT. Worthington Publishing has a video out by Doug Bryant, the designer of Dunkirk, France, 1940, an unboxing. I know I'm not supposed to have an opinion because this is the news after all, but the artwork on Dunkirk is done by Sean Cook, and I think it's really nice. John Krantz of Compass Games is live with Compass Games Episode 9. Enrico Viglino of Calandale fame is doing an intro and a playthrough of Cold War, the game of global politics, influence peddling, and double dealing. A game designed by Lenny Glynn and John Prados. The artist is Ted Kohler and James Talbot, published by Hobby Japan and Victory Games. Mo of Mo's Game Table is doing a round of play of World at War 85, Blood and Fury, a game designed by Matt Lose, and Keith Tracton, published by Lock and Loop. Thursday night gamers are checking out Napoleon's Resurgence, The Battle of Bautzen, Part 5. This is a game designed by Kevin Zucker. The artists are Knut Grunitz and Charles Keebler and Christopher Moeller, published by Operational Studies Group. Centurion's Review is unboxing or unbagging Panzer Pranks. This is a game designed by Steve Lortz and Kurt Lortz. The artist is Roger B. McGowan, and the publisher is Chaosium. What's happening at the big board? I'll tell you what's happening at the big board. Kevin, with his segment In the House, is checking out Blenheim, a game by Legion War Games. Blenheim 1704 is a tactical two-player game designed by Stephen Pohl. The artists are Knut Grunitz, Randy Lane, and Mark Mahaffey, published by Legion War Games. Kevin also has a video out on Crusader, the 8th Army's Winter Victory, November to December 1941, from the Standard Combat Series by the Gamers, published by MMP. The original Grognard is continuing his play on Conquistador, turns 5 and 6. This is a game designed by Richard Berg. The artists are Ken Nishiuye and Redmond A. Simonson. The publishers are SPI. The Discriminating Gamer is reviewing Fort Sumter, The Secession Crisis, 1860-1861. This is a game published by GMT and designed by Mark Herman. Cody also gives you his top 5 Academy Games. Augusti BARIO RUIZ is doing a campaign and turn 1 of Holland 44 Operation Market Garden, designed by Mark Simonich. The artist is Antonis Karidis. Mark Simonich, published by GMT. This campaign will be in Spanish. BLASTPOP discusses his first scenario completed of The Skies Above the Reich and talks about the learning challenges. The game is published by GMT, designed by Jerry M. White and Mark Ested. BLASTPOP also continues with a second scenario and a surprising outcome. Tim is also checking out the campaign game from the Great Battles of History in the Cataphract game, the Justinian Reconquest of Rome, 528 to 558 AD. This is a game designed by Richard Berg and Mark Herman, published by GMT. Bare Bones has got a couple of more videos out, and he plays We Must Tell the Emperor, The Great Pacific War, 1941 to 1945, designed by Steve Carey. The artist is Tim Allen. This is a State of Siege game, firstly designed by Darren Levelock and published by Kokusai Tsushin Company or Victory Point Games. Napoleon's Triumph is checking out Pericles, the Peloponnesian War, a solo player's review. This is a game designed by Mark Herman and published by GMT. Tim Korchnoi of Bare Bones Wargaming is checking out Hitler's Reich, World War II in Europe. This is part 3, talking about the bot and his final thoughts. This is a game designed by Mark McLaughlin and Fred Schachter. The artist is Roger B. McGowan, published by GMT. Also, Tim is giving us a Flat Top Solitaire preview. Flat Top is a game designed by S. Craig Taylor. The artist is Roger B. McGowan, published by the Avalon Hill Game Company. MARCOWARGAMER is reviewing Skies Above the Reich, a game by Jerry M. White and Mark Ested, published by GMT. GMT has a video out on their GMT Games channel, How to Play Ancient Civilizations of the Inner Sea. Game is designed by Mark McLaughlin and Chris Vorder Bruges. This game is not available yet. It is still on the P500 on the GMT website. Flying Pig Games, Crowbar, The Rangers of Points Up, June 6th, 1944. This is happening right now on Kickstarter. It is a game designed by Herman Lutman. The Rangers at Point Up is a solitaire game with a 2-player variant, which abstractly simulates the ebb and flow and risk of the Pointe-du-Hoc assault, with you playing the attacking Rangers. Ebb and flow, ebb and flow. I'll tell you what ebb and flow is during a battle. It's basically charge and then run away. That's ebb and flow. What you get with this game is 252 1-inch counters, one 22 by 34-inch map, 18 timing cards, 4 movement dice, 10 6-sided combat dice, 1 game track card, 1 play rate card, and a rulebook. Compass Games, New Directions in Gaming. Zeppelin Raider, Imperial German Naval Airships. This is a tactical level game placing you in command of one of several models of World War I Zeppelin dirigibles as part of the Imperial German Navy. Your mission, if you so choose it, is to destroy as much English war facilities as possible via bombing raids or to conduct reconnaissance over the North Sea and still survive and come home to mama. This is a game designed by Gregory M. Smith, the designer of Silent Victory. The game concept is by Paul O'Grady. The artist is Olivier Revenu. The project director is John Krantz. Product information: complexity 5 out of 10, solitaire suitability 10 out of 10, the time scale 1 day per mission, 3 missions per month. The map scale is abstracted, the unit scale, individual zeppelins, ships, aircraft, specific crew members, and ammo and bombs. Players 1 with an option for 2 or more, and playing time is 2 to 3 hours. What we get with this game is 1 counter sheet of 9 16-inch unit counters, 4 Zeppelin display mats 8.5 by 11-inch, 6 player aid cards, 1 Zeppelin patrol mat, 1 Zeppelin log sheet, rulebook, 2 6-sided die, 1 10-sided dice, and 1 20-sided die, and a box and a lid. GMT, Ancient Civilizations of the Inner Sea. Designed by Christopher Vorder Bruges and Mark McLaughlin. This is a civilization game for up to 1 to 6 players, which has extensive solo rules, allowing any scenario, including the basic game, to be played by a single player. If you want this to be a war game, it's a war game. If you want it to be a friendly game, it's a friendly game. The components: a 17 by 44 mounted game board, 400 round playing pieces, 7 square wooden blocks with stickers, 8 large white cylinders with gold stars at 1 base, 6 player aid, 1 player aid sheet for solitaire game, a civilization special ability summary display, 10 civilization displays, 110 playing cards, a rulebook, and a playbook. Number of players 1 to 6, solitaire suitability excellent. Stalingrad 42, designed by Mark Simonich. Stalingrad 42 is a division level game on the Axis 1942 summer offensive towards Stalingrad and the Caucasus. Map scale: 1 hex equals 10 miles. The time scale: 1 turn equals 5 to 7 days. Number of players is 2 to 4, and the unit scale is divisions, brigades, and regiments. Complexity is medium-high, and solitaire suitability is medium. What we get with this game is 3 full-size maps. The picture here shows the 3 maps together, 3 counter sheets 9/16 of an inch, 2 scenario cards, 2 player aid cards, and a rulebook. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news here. Herman Lutman, certified grognard.
Hey, this is Herman Lutman
from the Grognard Certification Bureau, has been caught cheating. We spoke to Kevin Sharp, CEO of the Big Board, and we told him about the situation, and this is what he had to say.
Please. No. No. No.
Well, now we're going to put up the picture, and I'm sure it's a shock to you, as it is to all the members of the wargaming world. The pictures are a bit blurry because this was an undercover operation, and we can clearly see he's playing a Euro-style game. So what do you think, Kevin, after you've seen that picture? I mean, it's disturbing. But Kevin, you and Herman, you guys were tight.
Why would I even care about that guy?
Let's bring in another grognard here, STUKAJOE, who actually takes care of legal matters in the Bureau of Grognard Certification. What was your reaction, Joe, when you first saw that? Do you think there's any hope in Herman Lupton's rehabilitation?
When I see Meeples, I get in a real bad mood.
Kevin, what do you think about Herman's chances for rehabilitation? Don't you feel that there is a road to salvation for Herman's case?
No, I never feel that way, and here's why.
Well, I know why, Kevin, because you guys had a secret handshake, and can you please show us?
Hot potato, cold spaghetti, potato, potato, potato.
Sometimes it actually seems like he's mocking us war gamers. I know how you feel. Sometimes you just want to teach him a lesson. Look, I'll show one more picture. STUKAJOE, do you have any last words for Herman Lutton?
No Meeples, please.
So if you ever do see Herman Lutman out in the streets, drop us a line at the Bureau of the GROGNARD certification and we'll pay him a visit. Thank you very much. The Mary and Tom Show, the Hollandspiel podcast, episode 51. I'm going to sign off with a little preview of what's going on at WBC, the World Board Gaming Championship. Actually, should be finishing today as this episode is out, and I'd like to thank David Heath for sending me the pictures, and I'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
No Meeples, please.